What's up, guys? Dominic D. Hargrove here, Slight Edge Performance Program. I appreciate your emails. Keep them coming. This video is 4 ways student athletes can improve study habits. Okay, very important. Make sure you like this video, comment, share it with your other friends, share it with student athletes that you may know. Get the information out there. A little bit about my story, kind of different story than most student athletes. I failed my biology class freshman year. My sophomore year, I received an academic probation warning letter warning me that if I didn't get my act together while I was attending Virginia State University on a football scholarship, if I didn't get my act together, then I would be getting pretty much kicked out of school. So I went on to attain my bachelor's degree in mass communications, got my master's degree in sport management, also was awarded ESPN, the magazine CoSIDA Academic All-American Award, which were really just testaments of mentorship and me taking ownership of my own evolutionary educational experience. And that's what I provide as a resource and a tool for coaches, parents, and student athletes, that you can shorten the way to your success and make the quantum leap in taking ownership of your own evolutionary educational experience. Guys, 4 ways student athletes can improve study habits. Big right here, because this is what helped me to get over the hill per se. The first thing is mindset, okay? Because I know the transition coming from whether you're a high school freshman, so you're making that transition from middle school into high school, or you may be a freshman in college making the transition from high school into college. Very transitional phases and evolutionary phases in a young student athlete's life, okay? So mindset, what I learned and what helped me to make the turnaround after failing my biology class, which I had to take over, by the way, to overcome that academic probation warning letter. I had to learn to love to learn. I had to find the value in every subject that I was taking, even if the subject really didn't make sense, or I felt like, why am I learning biology when I'm a mass comm major? You may be an engineering student wondering why you're learning art. But what we have to do is learn to love to learn to find the value in the subject no matter what. Because you learning to find the value in biology, you learning to find the value in that subject, whatever that subject may be, that you have to pass the class and earn the credit for to ultimately graduate, keeping the goal in mind. The energy of you appreciating, the energy that's created from you learning to love to learn and learning to find the value in every subject, that energy will help catapult you to retaining the knowledge and getting the good grade, passing the class, and actually retaining the knowledge, because you may need it down the line. Okay, so the second way student athletes can improve study habits is taking ownership of your academic process. Not just getting good grades or passing a test or staying on top of your schoolwork because your parents are telling you so. Not just getting good grades and doing the work because your teacher is telling you so. But what I learned that I figured out that helped me was me taking ownership of my own academic process, me taking ownership of what I read, me taking ownership of having my work done on time, before time, me taking ownership of my calendar planning, me taking ownership of my time management, me taking ownership of my academic process, me taking ownership of my own evolutionary educational experience. I liken it to thinking like a CEO, or thinking like a boss, or thinking like a successful entrepreneur. When my mentor gave me the book The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, the book said that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. An ideal is some type of pursuit of perfection, some type of pursuit of wholeness, of making something successful. And so whether your goal is to lose weight or to attain a college scholarship coming out of high school, or to graduate from college and attain a degree and a skill set that's valuable in the marketplace, taking ownership of your academic process and your own evolutionary educational experience is key. Number 3 is engaging your brain. I had to teach myself better studying habits, not just studying to remember, but actually studying to retain the knowledge, not just studying to get a good grade and to pass, not just going through the motions, but actually studying, engaging my brain to retain the knowledge. And how did I do that? For me, what worked for me was actually writing, taking a note, taking a pad, taking a pen, and actually writing. If I had a test, I wouldn't just read it out of a book per se. How my mind works, I needed to read it out of a book, get a notebook, and write. And this may help you engage your brain more, engage your mind more. You may type, but taking the information from one place and bringing it to a source where you're in control helped me with my study habits. It helped me to actually retain the knowledge, whether it was biology and the teacher said, hey guys, this is the preview of what's going to be on the test. Here are some preview questions. I would take that preview test, take a notebook, and literally write down the questions and the answers to intentionally and consciously engage my mind. That may help you. The 4th way student athletes can improve study habits is by association, guys. Association. Many entrepreneurs, many people who are successful know this key factor. Association. Who are you hanging with? Who are you associating with? Are you hanging with the person who really doesn't appreciate their school experience? Are you hanging with someone who really doesn't, who could care less about class and graduating on time? Look, here's a tip. Hang with people who are going in a direction or maybe already there. Hang with upperclassmen. Hang with people who take their education serious. And you know what? A lot of times, guys, this is for the guys, a tip for the men. Women tend to be more advanced when it comes to thinking at a more mature level. Just do the research and do observation, guys. Hang with that smart girl in class. Connect with that smart woman in class who is on point and who is serious about her education. Chase the brains. Chase the mindset instead of the panties. And hey, we have fun in college. We have a great experience in college. It's fun. It's a great experience. It's a great opportunity to mature and become adults. It's an evolutionary process. But I guarantee you, get with someone who is serious about where they're going in life, and you will be that much on point, guys. Don't forget to send me an email, iamtheslightedge@gmail.com. Don't forget to ask me about my multivitamin phytonutrient program. We're helping student athletes and pro athletes and anyone who appreciates optimal health to restore, regenerate their cartilage and ligaments, to strengthen their recovery process from physical training, and to maintain optimal health by learning to communicate with your cells in your body through food technology. All right, so peace. I hope this video helps you. See you on the next one.